Hi everyone, welcome back to Create Every Day in April. Today is April 24th, 2018, and today we're going to be finishing up our carousel pop-up card. I have a few things floating around in my head about how we can do this. I will zoom out a little bit once we get into that. So what I've done is I've stamped out some images, I stamped out some tags, this little life preserver, and this banner that says Bon Voyage. And I've colored them, and now we are on the fussy cutting phase, which is, I know, all of our favorites things to do. Not sure how you fussy cut. Like, do you fussy cut everything at the last minute, or do you plan around that? I don't really care for fussy cutting that much, but in some instances it's needed. So I've just colored this up, and now I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting this thing up. I'll come back. Okay, so we finished cutting this out, and those are the pieces that we better use. If I had my laminator plugged in, I could probably run it through just to give it a little bit more of protection. So what I want to do is, you'd see these papers are on the darker side, in my opinion, and I want to add some pops of color. I'm not sure how to decorate, really. I just know that I'm going to do it the best way I can. This is always a problem for me, the decorating and closing up on cards like that. I also have some stickers. I have some more stamps in case we need them. And you see where it says, let your dreams set sail. I love these types of stickers, the foamy ones. I'm not a big foam person when it comes to a lot of the stickers, but I love these, and I think they go well with our motif. So I think I'm going to use the, let's see, make sure I don't put anything on the fold. I think I'm going to put let your dreams set sail right here. Let's see. Maybe not, because it's too big. We'll see. I have a few more stickers that we can play around with, and some of them are flat versus being poofy. So I think I'm going to pull these out right here and put those on the wall. And then I like this one, Devotion to the Ocean. That's cute. We'll see. We'll see how this works out. I grabbed these stickers that we're using now from Michael's. What company is it? It's the Recollection brand. So this is what we're going to go. So like I said, I consider all these to be little rooms. So we'll put these on the ocean floor. And I was thinking about decorating this, but we won't, because we're going to, once we do this, it'll be closed. And whoever gets this, they'll know. Maybe we'll decorate. I don't know. Probably not. But we can see. We'll see. Okay, so I'm just going to put some more of these. I'm bling this room out, right, with some starfish and some seahorses and some shells. I am in some pain. I thought this crazy body of mine was recovering, but apparently I was wrong. So if I am not as talkative, or this is a shorter clip than I would have preferred for it to be, please just know that I'm in pain. All right, so this side over here, I consider this to be kind of like the boardwalk on the beach. So what I wanted to do is put this little banner up like that. So I'm going to just go ahead and fold it in and have it like this. I'm not sure how you're supposed to decorate these. Do you decorate them first and then you connect them together, or do you decorate like we're doing right now? I don't know. I guess you could probably do it flat once you figure out the pieces and how it's supposed to go on to the, how they connect together, right? I'm just cutting some strips of tape and getting ready to tape down the streamer. Have you ever been on a cruise? If you've been on a cruise, tell me where you went in the comment section below. I went to the Bahamas. I think I've told you all this before. And my friend, my very, very good friend, she's one of my best friends. She's crazy, just like me. But I think she's probably a little bit crazier than I am. We went on a cruise. I came from Texas and she came from Virginia. We met in Florida. I hate flying, you guys. I hate flying. But I flew for her because we had discussed it right before my mom passed away. We were talking about, you know, going on a cruise. So she is like the coordinator of it all. She coordinated everything. I'm going to put this right here so you can see. She coordinated everything for us. I just had to pay my portion of the trip. And we went on a cruise. And that was right around the time that Carnival was not doing so great. So I was like, I don't want to take a Carnival cruise. And she was like, okay. Because she had just came off a cruise from Carnival like a couple of months before. And I was like, okay. So we took Royal Caribbean, I think. Yep, I think it's Royal Caribbean. And we went to the Bahamas. I'm not sure what your take on the Bahamas is, but when we got there, I was just like, this is just like all the other places I've been to. So funny because, you know, the only thing that's different about places that you go are the people. Everything is pretty much kind of the same. Unless you go to like a place, and we're going to put this, make sure we don't put it upside down. This is the Atlantic Steamship ticket. It would be cool if I could leave this on here, right? Maybe I can. That'd be so cool. All right. So, I had a passport, but I had to get an updated passport. I was so worried because sometimes I can't do things. When it comes to me, I'm last minute. When it's other people, I plan out things a lot better than I do for myself. So I was like, oh no, I'm not going to have my passport in time. And when you're renewing your passport, I didn't know you had to send in your old passport to get a new passport. It was just crazy. But I got the passport, packed everything up. Lots of sundresses and flip-flops because, you know, you think of the Bahamas, you think of hot. Well, I don't remember when we went. It was before spring break, though, and it wasn't during the summertime. So it's more like an adult where more older people were there with some kids, but not a lot of kids. And just putting that right there. So this is how this room looks. I'm going to put some on the bottom of it. And this is a little bit off, but that's okay. I had a good time. The one thing I did not like about the cruise was the food. I wasn't too impressed with the food. And maybe I just didn't, I don't know. I was expecting something else. I can just definitely tell you that I was definitely expecting something totally different than what I got. Overall, it was a great time. You know, sometimes when you expect certain things and you don't get them, kind of changes your view on cruises. I would definitely do another cruise. I really want to do the Disney cruise, but my little one is too small to really enjoy it and get into it. Like, he doesn't speak English that well yet, so yeah, we're not going to be doing that cruise yet. But once he starts to speak English better, I really want to take him to Sesame Place. So I'm using these now. When you open your stickers or you put them back in the packaging, I have been very diligent about that because, as some of you know, I use pegboard for storage. I just put things on pegboard on the wall, so it makes it a lot easier. I'm gonna try and cut that. It looks weird now. That's okay. I only have one of these. I think I got these from Hobby Lobby. Yep. Hobby Lobby. I haven't been to Hobby Lobby in a few days, I guess you could say. I think I went last week. But I keep going to the same thing. I went to look at some of the stamps that they had because they had the stamps on sale. And a week before I went, they didn't have the stamps on sale. And they only had like 5 stamps. Like the entire stamp collection that they have was missing. I guess they hadn't restocked it yet. I don't know. I am aware that they're doing an overhaul, so maybe that's why. We just have, you know, placeholders. So we're going to put Let Your Dreams Set Sail, which is cool. And let's go ahead and start setting sail then. I think we're going to use this anchor, this lighthouse right here, not an anchor. We're going to put that over here in this corner. And then we're going to put some of these schooners. Are these schooners? I don't know. We're going to put this right here. It's amazing how they use a lot of the old-timey boats because I think that's what people mostly identify with when we look at things like that. And then I think I'm going to try and put these seashells right next to the lighthouse. And let's see. Now let's do a vacation, another like a vacation-ness thing. So we're going to do at the beach. I'm going to put this over here. Because now you can see like that. Yay. So at the beach. And we want, look at this hat. Cool hat, right? We want to put this over here. I'm going to reinforce this. It's only a one little thing. So I'm going to do that. And I got these from the Dollar Tree, I believe. Yeah, I think these are Dollar Tree that we're using right now. And, you know, buying all these Dollar Tree stickers definitely makes me want to create my own ephemera. I do think the Dollar Tree has stepped up their sticker craft game or whatever. But I just feel like if I have a lot of these pictures, I probably can find some of these in magazines and I can just clip them out and put foam dots or run them through my little Xyron machine that I have. It's a manual one. I think that's what I'm going to ask for my birthday because I don't know what to ask for and he doesn't know what to get me. So we'll see. I'm trying to make sure I don't put see how it's kind of dimensional, and if I put it flat then it looks crooked. Oh well. Let's get these birds going over here. Some birds right here. Birdie. I'm gonna put the birds flying over, and that's why the person's not here because they ran away. The birds scared them. The birds were coming in for something to eat. That's cool. All right, I took this chair off. I'm taking the chair off, but I want to leave it on. But I have heartburn with this because if you look at this, right, it does not. It's supposed to sit like this, so something's wrong with it. If I put it. If I put it like this, it's wrong. And if I put it like that, it's wrong. Can you see that? So if I lay it flat against something, it looks okay. But I had it sitting up, so it's not going to look okay. And I can't put it on this floor because it's going to fold up. So, like if I was to put it right there, it would look okay. But it's not going to work. So maybe we can try this boat. Let's see how the boat's going to look. This may work out a little bit better for us, I suppose. Let me know what you think about that chair. And since that, I was going to definitely try and put these little shells right here. Has a little crystal jewel on there, which is cool. I hope that this is something that you all will do, create. It wasn't that hard to do after all, so Joyce was correct about that. I added this ahoy on there. And now I think I want to try to over embellish it just a little bit, because I really wanted this streamer to, when you open it up, I wanted it to pop out, but this room is still a little bit on the weak side. Okay, so I was over here going through, re-going through, going through, re-going through, going through, and re-going through, and I decided that I need to let it go. Yeah. It's already big enough. It's super. It will not fit in the mail properly. You know, they cannot run it through the meter reader. And then if I smush it down, some of the dimensional stuff is definitely going to get lost in translation. So I think I'm just going to leave it like this and call it a day. I am going to put that paper clip that I just lost, misplaced, took off, and now I don't know what I did with it. I'm going to take that and put that on there. You can see that I just screwed up a little bit. So this is the travel room. This is what happens when you walk into a travel agency. They sell you, don't they? They just put all kinds of cool stuff, and they make you want to go on that vacation. Then this is what happens when you get to the vacation. You're like, oh, I'm going to see the lighthouse. Take the lighthouse tour. I'm going to take a boat ride, and then you just drift away, right? Then you go to the beach, and you hang out on the beach. You take that boat out. You see the seagulls. You get some starfish and shells to take home for collection, and maybe you go snorkeling. You go down to the bottom of the ocean. You see the coral and those hard to reach starfish and shells you couldn't get on shore. I want to say thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I know that there's room for improvement, so please leave those in the comment section but down below, and I will take those into consideration for my next carousel card. Until tomorrow, happy crafting.